Hello everyone! For this lesson, I want us to focus on your book report assignment and how to start it with working on the outlines. A few weeks ago, you were asked to select a book and have it approved by me for this project. By now, I do hope you have almost finished, if not have finished the book. Okay. For this project, you may select either of these two options. The first one being the more traditional, a written summary of the book, which I'm asking you to have about 3 to 4 pages, double-spaced, or you can be more creative and have PowerPoint slides. This one will require about 8 to 10 slides, including pictures. Either option you choose, I want to focus this presentation on what you will need to include and how to get started. How to get started. Of course, you will need to read the book. Number 1. And while you make sure to take notes of the themes and patterns that emerge. Take notes on the characters as well, to see whether or not they start changing throughout the book. Then you'll begin to develop an outline and brainstorm. And I would like you to, with that, figure out you want to organize your ideas when working on your paper or PowerPoint slide. Here I provided a quick outline, very simplified, with just 8 ideas. And these are going to be the basic building blocks for either of the assignments. I want you to make sure you include the title, author, genre, characters, setting, the conflict, the theme, and then at the end, your evaluation, whether or not you would recommend this book or not. And it's okay if you don't want to recommend this book to a friend. Next, I provided a simple example of the outline that I've given you with the book Lord of the Flies. Since we've read this already in the fall semester, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to follow along very easily. Simply enough, we have the title, the author, and the genres we've discussed as an allegory, which uses the characters and setting to represent something much bigger. Our characters being the boys, our setting in place, World War, a deserted island. Conflict, we discussed being the human instincts and the working society. And of course there were multiple themes. I just put 3: civilization, rules and order, and innocence, and more of course. And yes, I would recommend this book to someone else. This outline was created for you to quickly jot down the responses and to give you something solid to look back on while you're working on this project. And now I would like you to pull out your journals, your English journals, and do a quick outline of your own with your favorite fairy tale. Write out this list on your journals, and keep in mind that this practice assignment will be used and expanded upon in class. First, you'll be brainstorming with your groups on which project you plan on working on and how you'll be outlining it. And this is just a practice run, so I want to focus on the fairy tale. Alright, now please pause the video once you see a yellow star on the screen. Once you have filled out the outline in your journal, go ahead and restart the video. Okay. Now this next slide is a much more detailed outline of what I expect to see on a full book report. This covers both the cover letter, all the cover letter, summary, analysis, conclusion, a nice clean-cut look at what I expect to see later on. And then, again, what I expect from either of the assignments, no matter which option you've chosen, make sure to include the certain basic points that can help you explain why this book is interesting. I want you to focus on the simple things as I mentioned earlier, and please make sure to give me examples and quotes. I feel like in the PowerPoint slides, you can much more easily provide me something that covers the quotes much nicer. When you're working on the project, come back to the video and make sure you have covered these points. As you work through the projects in class, we will go into them in much more detail. Now, these next 2 slides are pretty much the same, whether you choose to do the book report, the written book report, or the PowerPoint report. You will need to check these off. Starting with number 1, start with the book details, of course. I want to hear what this book is about and what happens. I'm curious. Number 2, continue with the brief summary of the book. Number 3, describe the book's characters and plots. And number 4, summarize important points. Now this next slide is going to be for the PowerPoint report. Same thing, the only thing is I added be creative in this one. This one's more photos. This book report, I want it to be more professional, well-written, double-spaced MLA format. While this one I have given more lenience, you can be as creative as you want, as long as you provide me every detail, the details that are needed for this book report. Okay. And then for the assignment, I really just want you to bring your book into class. Besides the fairy tale, I want to also start working on your specific book within your groups. We will be brainstorming and figuring out how you're planning to lay this out. And since we're focusing on the outlines and brainstorming right now, please bring in 3 questions that you would like clarified on how to start this book report. Okay, everyone. See you in class, and thank you.